Here's how capitalism is ruining your relationship. In a capitalistic society,
Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how capitalism is ruling our relationship, okay? So yep, love and money are not as separate as we might think, okay? So you need to grab a cup of tea and let's unpack how the system will leave impact the way we connect with others, okay? So I've put the videos together so that you'd learn and I'll be back to share my choices.
here's how capitalism is ruining your relationship. In a capitalistic society, consumerism is everything, getting us to constantly be shopping for more, better, like needing the next best thing, and therefore like new products coming out all the time. Like that kind of culture and environment gets projected onto our relationships. If we are constantly bombarded with messages that we need the next best thing, we need to shop for the best product, we need to keep optimizing, and like leveling up always, endlessly, we're going to start seeing our partner through that lens. We're going to start treating our human relationships as if we are shopping for a product. If our partner is not optimal in some way, we will have this false belief that there's another person out there who is more optimal. We might find ourselves subconsciously shopping, aka comparing our partner to other people's partners, believing that the grass is greener on the other side. And maybe we even go as far as checking out other partners and being like, would I be happier with them? Oh, that like person at my work has this and my partner doesn't. So maybe would I be happier with them? Did I settle? And so many of the people that I work with, the clients that I work with, have this going on in the background and they feel a lot of guilt over it, but they can't seem to stop. And something that I have to remind them of is that our human partners are not products. And again, this is so subconsciously, part of the way our brain works now. And so it's not your fault. You're not a bad partner if you notice your mind doing this, but we really need to be aware that this is happening. A product is a static thing. It's unchanging. It doesn't grow. It doesn't evolve. It doesn't have emotions. It is something that is specifically built and designed for us to use. A human being is not. A partner, a relationship, the sole purpose of your partner is not for them to serve you and meet all of your needs all of the time. They are not designed for your use. So we have to start seeing our partners as human beings, knowing that they're going to have imperfections. They're going to evolve. They're not static. So you're not looking for a person who's going to, okay, I need a partner with this and this and this and this and this and this and this. They're going to check all these boxes and they're going to stay that way forever. Those things are always going to be there. So if I could just find the partner that checks all the boxes, then I'm set. I'm good. Guess what, honey? If you get a partner that checks all the boxes, they're probably going to change because they're a human being who evolves. They're going to go through things and experience things in life that maybe those boxes that were once checked, they're going to uncheck them because they're going through some things because they're a freaking human and not a product. Okay, wow. I'm getting myself really worked up on this. But a human being, a human relationship cannot be endlessly optimized. Again, of course, we can do things. We want to do things to improve the quality of our relationships. That's not a bad thing. We want to be the best partners that we can be. We want to have a healthy relationship and put in the work to cultivate that. But if every time we come up against one of our partner's flaws or shortcomings, if every time that happens, we go, oh, bing, there could be someone more optimal out there. There could be someone more attractive. There could be someone more intelligent. There could be someone funnier out there. When you notice your brain doing that, you're probably, you're having that internalized capitalist consumer.
I've had this thought recently, which is that capitalism has instilled such consumerism mentality that is so deeply entrenched into the human psyche. We've started to treat people as products. We disperse of them without any regard. We just get rid of people without any care or without any decency. Even the very idea of high value men and high value women just screams possessional, screams product, and screams that this person's only value is if they're useful to us. And if they're no longer useful to us, then we no longer need them. And that we can always replace this person. The next high value thing will always come. The next trend will always come. And the next thing will always change. And it's breaking the very fabric of every type of relationship that we have. Even friends, family, partners, right? People are not going to be friends with someone if they don't bring, value. And what value is that? Is that money? It's whatever thing it is. I feel like people are no longer together for the sake of being together, right? They're no longer friends for the fact that this person's a good person and not for what they can do for them. It's such a transactional thing. And it's scary, honestly. It's actually quite scary. You think to yourself, is there any point in even engaging with people these days, right?
We don't talk enough about how capitalism has ruined our ability to create authentic relationships with people. To the point where so much relationship advice is centered around money and labor. Who's doing what? Who's paying for what? Who's buying what present? Like, capitalism has literally ruined the way we look at relationships in the Western world. And this disconnects people from the truth that when you have great relationships, you don't need as much money. We see this with the bottom portion of our society economically and the top portion of our society. One thing the richest and the poorest people are doing is using their connections with people to get ahead in life. But something weird happens to the rest of us in the middle, which is where once you have the money to do things in the West, you stop asking people to do things for you. If you can Uber to the airport, you stop asking your friend to take you. And these things harm our relationships. Even though we can afford them, money does not replace that connection for us.
So that's the video, guys. So I'm just here to share my true sense on how capitalism is ruling relationships. Okay, so this is just my 2 cents, what I think. Okay, so the commodification of love. Let's start with the obvious. Dating has become a business, from dating apps with the premium subscriptions to extravagant proposals that go viral online. Love has been more commodified. Think about it. Apps like Tinder or Bumble are designed to make money. The more time you spend swiping, the more data they collect and the more they profit. It's no longer just about finding love. It's about keeping you on the platform as long as possible. Dating has transaction. Dating often feels like a marketplace. People sometimes treat relationship like business deals, are looking for the best return on investment. Question like what do you bring on the table are common now, as if love could come with a resume and a portfolio. And honestly, it's exhausting. The pressure to perform capitalism also puts a lot of pressure on you us to perform in our relationship. For instance, there's this expectation to constantly upgrade your lifestyle, and that trickles into dating. If you're not gifting luxury items or planning Instagram worthy vacations, are you even in a relationship? It creates a circle where people feel they need to earn or spend more to prove their love. Social media and the other thing. Social media plays a big role here. We constantly bombard with images of couples in luxury cars, in design outfits, dining at 5 stars restaurants. It's easy to feel like your love is not enough if you are not living up to those standards. But here's the thing: those images are just correlated to sell a dream, a product, or a lifestyle. Financial stress in relationship, money issue have been always been one of the top causes of breakups, and capitalism intensifies this. In many relationships, there are imbalance. One person might earn significantly more than the other, and that can lead to power struggles. It's no longer just about love. Financial capability becomes a key factor. The breadwinner dynamic. Traditional gender roles also come into play. Men are often expected to be the providers, but in capitalist world, that expectation can create unrealistic pressure. Meanwhile, women are often judged for wanting financial security, as if that's shallow. But let's be real, financial stability matters, especially in a system where everything comes with a price tag. The rise of situationship. Now let's talk about situationships. identify or casual part of the rise in this dynamic come from economic instability. People are hesitant to commit when they are worried about rent, student loans, or job security. Capitalism keeps us in a survival mode, making it harder to prioritize emotional connections. There is also romanticizing independence. On the flip side, there is this culture push to prioritize dependency and hustle. It's almost like admitting you want love is seen as weak because you should be focused on your career or securing the bag. While independence is important, it's also okay to want meaningful relationship. The two are not mutually exclusive. Love versus productivity. Capitalism also values productivity above all else, and that mindset slip into our personal lives. People feel guilty for taking time to nurture their relationship because they couldn't be working, networking, or hustling, even if self care has been commercialized to the point where it feels like another task to do list. How do you break free? So, how do we take back control? First important is recognize how these capitalist values influence us. Are we chasing expensive dates because we want to or because we feel we have to? Are we swiping endless because we are looking for connection or because the algorithm keep us hooked? Focus on what matters. Second, we need to identify success in relationships. It's not about who can spend the most or show off the best lifestyle. It's about mutual respect, understanding, and love. These are things money can't buy. Have a honest conversation, okay? So finally, let's summarize taking about money in relationship without judgment. Financial compatibility doesn't mean you have to be rich. It means being on the same page about your goals and values. And that starts with open, honest communication. Okay, so capitalism is ruling our relationship in so many subtitle or not subtitle ways, but we don't have to let it. Love is about connection, not consumption. It's time we shift the focus back to what truly matters. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section. How do you see capitalism influencing your relationship? Let's start a conversation in the comment section. So this is very important, guys. Hope you've learned something and hope you are getting something. So can you leave some comments in the comment section, like what you think about capitalism ruling relationship? Is it at any cost? You felt like all these things are said that capitalism is coming in your relationship. Okay, kind of leave some comments because people are going through different things, and men and women, let's comment like we are learning from each other and let's help us if we're learning from each other. So all I can say is that thank you for coming, guys. I really appreciate your time, and don't forget to subscribe to this beautiful channel. Like always, leave the likes, and I'll see you in my next episode. All I can say is bye bye.